Hello everyone, I'm Yimeng, and currently I'm a postdoc researcher in Zhang lab. Today I will present my recent research. The topic is dynamic preference-based multimodal trip planning for public transport and shared mobility. The problem we are solving is to match the supply and demand. In the demand side, we have different passengers. For example, we have male passengers, female passengers, commuters, non-commuters, old passengers, young passengers. These passengers has various preferences. And in the supply side, we also have different types of the vehicles. For example, we have the shared mobility, public transport, private vehicles. And the aim of my research is to connect the supply and demand by multimodal trip planning. We assume there is a multimodal transport model, and we propose the optimization models to provide the trips which will be recommended to the passengers. Here we use the utility function to model the heterogeneous preferences of the passengers, and then we incorporate the utilities into the optimization model, which will be served as a backend for the multimodal transport platform. And then we will generate different alternatives for different passengers, and we will select the highest utility alternative to the passenger. We also adopt a dynamic planning approach. Initially, we have the plan, and then we receive some new requests, and the new request will be incorporated in the trip planning. And then we got a new plan, and then we receive another request, and then we plan again, then we got a new plan again. We also consider the integrated planning, which means we consider multiple combinations of different transport modes. For example, we have the public transport. We also have the sharing micromobility, and the passenger can use both the public transport and the sharing micromobility. Similarly, we have the public transport and the ride-pooling vehicles, the public transport and the walking, and also we also allow the passengers use shared micromobility alone. And if all these alternatives are not satisfied by the passenger can still use their private vehicles. Here we propose the adaptive large neighborhood search for the ride-pooling vehicles, and we propose tailored heuristic algorithms for the shared micromobility vehicles. We apply our model to a suburban area in Rotterdam city, because this area has some residents that rely more heavily on the privately owned vehicles. Therefore, the proposed multimodal trip planning maybe can reduce the number of the private cars in this area. This slide shows some results. We analyzed the modal shares of different transport modes. We found out that the scooters will dominate the modal share, and also commuters will have a higher modal share for the bikes, and also higher share of the public transport and the micromobility combinations. And also we found out that the passengers who are familiar with the shared mobility will have a higher modal share in the shared mobility related transport modes. We also analyzed the influence on the number of the shared mobility on the modal share of the private vehicles. We found that if we have more and more affordable micromobility sources, it will effectively reduce the usage of the private vehicles. So in summary, we propose a mathematical model and a tailored heuristic algorithm for dynamic preference-based multimodal trip planning. We also consider different user segments in terms of the social, demographic, and travel characteristics. Compared to the exact approach, the proposed meta-heuristic algorithm demonstrates a remarkable efficiency in achieving solutions close to optimality within a reasonable commute time. We also offer actionable insights for the transport managers and the policymakers. Okay, this is all about my research. Thanks for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via this email. Thank you.